travel with us. That's what Sky always talks about. And, making sure we're locked into the scout, making sure we're locked into Jordan and to Ryan, because they weren't on the court the last time we played, but also, Tina is a load, and we know what Gray can do. So they have a lot of firepower in a lot of areas, but so do we. And so, our focus is obviously on the defensive end, but getting some offensive momentum and chemistry and flow to what we're doing, and hopefully have some consistency with those two things.
And then just coaching in the Olympics, what was that like for you? And also you coached Letitia and me here. So
yeah.
You got a chance to see her. What did you see?
Yeah, I joked with the team. I got the participation medals when I got back. We got some players with some real medals. I had an amazing experience in France, and one that I don't take lightly or take for granted. To be coaching in the Olympics is an experience that I never would have imagined that I would have had, and I think it was an honor for me to represent Canada. Spending time with Tish is always good, because you see it in a different environment. Her growth in the game is coming. She's still very raw in what she does, but she loves what she does. She works very, very hard. And I think that, it's always good to see players in different environments. And that is a prideful one for her. She loves Canada. She loves her country, and she loves playing for Canada basketball. And again, just to have the experience for me, to be able to see the pinnacle of basketball, to coach at on a level that not a lot of people get to experience. Again, I'm just grateful for that opportunity. You're welcome.
All right, we'll go to questions on Zoom. Kevin, you're up.
Anyway, how much were the players coming back from the Olympics able to do in practice yesterday than shoot around today as you get them reacclimated?
They're able to do everything. They're locked in. There is some reality to some fatigue, but also there's some excitement around this part of the season and what we're trying to do and where we are. So all of them were able to participate. We didn't go long, but we went, pretty hard. And I think that everyone looks good and feels good.
All right, thanks.
All right, Jeff Brown, over to you.
Yeah, Coach, good to see you. First, for the players that did not go to the Olympics, what was kind of the focus for them during this kind of lengthy break?
To work on their games individually, but also as a collective, to find some comfort as well. I've talked about this all season. Our training camp was very short. And so a time like this allows players like Nneka and Sky, who are, vets in this league, but new to a system, to find some comfort with each other, but also the players that stayed, that were here, Jordan, Joy, Sadie's, like those are integral pieces to what we want to do as well. So to gain some chemistry, not just on the basketball court, but in, life chemistry, team chemistry, I think that was an important time for this particular group. So just worked on a lot of individual work in the weight room. But prior to that, just rejuvenating and refreshing with some time off. And I think that really amplified what we did when they got back.
And back in 2021 was your first full season as head coach. So that was the last Olympic year as well. What are maybe lessons that you learned from that experience that you may be using this year?
One of the biggest things was the amount of time the people on our roster played in the Olympics. And there was some reality to the fatigue. There was also Commissioner Cup that year. There are also some personal things that happened that year that created some physical and mental fatigue. And so I am very aware of that. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And so that is important for us to have balance in what we do. We're approaching the end of the latter part of our season, mindful of our athletes having not had a lot of rest, our Olympians to be more specific. So if I can point to anything, I point to just managing load level and fatigue, and making sure we're sharp in that area, getting our recovery. But also this is a different year. We have charter now. We have different ways in which we can recover quicker and more efficiently, and we're just going to make sure we utilize that. A lot of other things, maybe I'll answer that after, but that's the one thing I'll say.
No, awesome. Thank you so much, Noe.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions for Coach? All right. Good.
All right,
Thanks, Coach.
thanks, of
Appreciate it.
course.
Thank you.